Play ball!
What is going on YouTube? It's your boy C-Tags, and today I want to go over the 30 special edition diamonds. I'm going to go position by position, worst to first, who I think you should choose, and who I think is a dud. I want to give a shout out to San Diego Studio for such great gameplay this past Thursday. The game looks to be improved. There was a few glitches. One cost Ramon Russell his game, but in all, it was a great stream. So shout out to those guys. But with that being said, let's get into the pictures. Starting at number 6 is King Felix. He's not the worst card overall, but I just wouldn't choose him right off the bat. At number 5, you got Tom Seaver. Another good card, but just not the best of the bunch. Roy Oswalt might be a steal here. I might buy him later on in the year. We'll see how he works out. Making his MLB The Show 19 debut is Kerry Wood. I'm so excited to have this card in the game. Him and Mark Pryor in the early 2000s for the Cubs were something to watch. 88 overall pitcher. He has 4-pitch selection in the slurve. Judging from that last Thursday stream, the slurve seems like it's going to be a great pitch this year. I'm going to have to buy Wood if I don't choose him right off the bat. My second best pitcher is going to be Bob Feller. With 112 K per 9, 116 stamina, 98 velocity, 4-pitch selection with a nasty sinker. I think he might be a good move here. I can see a few of these guys being in my rotation to start off the year. But my number one pitcher is from the Angels, Nolan Ryan. 89 overall starting pitcher. He's going to throw gas. He might be a little wild, but he's going to be a great piece to start off your year. If you're going to go pitching with your first pick, I highly recommend going Nolan Ryan. Now getting into the catchers, there's only 3 of them. They're all pretty equal, but starting at number 3 is going to be Buster Posey. Posey looks like a balanced hitter and wouldn't be a bad choice if you're going to go with the catcher. The second catcher is going to be Gary Carter. 88 overall. His cards are always good. I wish I had his stats, but I don't, so I'm going to have him in the second slot. If you're going catcher, I definitely recommend Jason Kendall. He's my favorite catcher of the bunch. He has speed, he can steal some bags, and great contact. With contact being such high priority this year, I expect him to be a great hitter. Moving on to the infield, and there's a lot of them. Coming in at number 8 is going to be Robin Yount. I'm not a fan of Robin Yount's cards. Maybe you're a Brewers fan. If you are, scoop him up. Cal Ripken Jr. is up next, the 1983 Breakout Edition. Next up is Ian Kinsler. He might be the best second baseman to begin the year. Look out for this card to have a glitchy swing. Cracking the top 5 is 88 overall All-Star Edition Evan Longoria. First baseman Frank Thomas is up next. He has 81 contact versus right, 122 contact versus left. He doesn't have your typical power that you see in a Frank Thomas card, but this card looks to be a great hitter. At number 3, you got shortstop Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin has great fielding, good speed, and great contact numbers. Coming in at number 2 is third base Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt's defense puts him at the top of the heap for infield. 64 contact versus right, 107 versus left. Great power numbers, good vision. He is an overall good card. And the number 1 infielder in my book is the switch hitter Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones was one of my favorite players growing up. 108 contact versus right, 125 contact versus left. Decent power, good vision, okay fielding. This is a good card to have. And finally, the outfielders. I'm going to go through these guys quick, seeing how there's so many. Starting off with Curtis Granderson from the Detroit Tigers. Johnny Damon from the Kansas City Royals. 87 overall, Matt Holliday. Right fielder from the Toronto Blue Jays, Joe Carter. He has 106 power. He might be a sleeper. This might surprise some people, seeing how he's such a great hitter. But coming up next is Ted Williams. 99 contact versus right. I just am not a fan of his defense. After that, we got Stan Musial. Kind of like Ted Williams, but he's a little more of a contact hitter. Great vision. Decent fielder. I'm going to have to try him out, actually. Jackie Robinson. I expect Jackie's cards to be better this year with contact improved. Cliff Floyd is up next, left fielder. He has a 94 contact versus right, 90 contact versus left. He's a diamond hitter, not a great fielder. I just like him because he's swinging from the left side. Up next, we got right fielder Tony Gwynn. I'm a huge fan of that Signature Series card. This 88 version might be interesting to try out. A lot of people's favorite I've seen is Steve Finley, the 87 overall card. He's pretty balanced, a diamond hitter, gold fielder. Great hitting stats. He's going to be a great center fielder to have. And my top 2 cards, first up we got 87 overall, Torii Hunter. Hunter is making his MLB The Show 19 debut. This is his Minnesota Twins card, All-Star 2002. I'm so excited to have Torii Hunter in the game. He's going to have great defense, good power, good contact. He's going to be a solid card. And finally, everyone's favorite, Rickey Henderson. Rickey Henderson, I'm so excited to have this card in the game especially. You know, it's a toss-up between him and Nolan Ryan for the top 2 cards to me. It's going to be a rough pick. Opening night, this Rickey card is serious. He's going to have so much speed, good power. It kind of reminds me if they put Bo Jackson in the game. It's that type of skill set. Think Mike Trout. Rickey Henderson is a great addition. Alright boys, I know this was the first video and it was pretty rough, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me, watching the whole thing. I'm not exactly sure who you guys are going to go with, but my top 2 cards is Nolan Ryan if you're going to go pitching, Rickey Henderson if you're going to go hitting. It's been a pleasure. This is first of many. Let's have a great season for MLB The Show 19. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.
I tried so hard and got so